Good day to you, my lords and ladies. I'm the Lord Commander Pyrpk, and this video is about what I am doing actually after I finish the endgame. So basically this is my gaming session and it takes approximately 30 minutes after I finish it. So I always go to Magda to see what new workers I do have that are available and maybe if I can employ them. I of course look at those expected products and I search for products that I actually need. Those are mostly products connected to sharpness concoction in order to craft that one. But this time I got some good workers, but not that I actually need anymore. So I go to my meta manager and to my production to see what my workers actually did. And they produce pretty good items for sharpness concoction, which is really great. So I'm gonna reassign them again. And then I go to my trade. Sometimes there are really good trades, but sometimes not actually. So after I finish with my mana keeper, I go to my artifact expedition manager and then I see how my artifact workers actually did, and then I send them to the expeditions again. This time no legendaries. I mean, it's pretty hard to obtain them from only one expedition. To do 10 expeditions at least is the best chance to get them. And then I go to Jane and see if she created some potions for me. I always craft those enraging and honing herb tea because they are giving me the possibility to craft the sharpness concoction actually, and that's how I constantly create my sharpness concoction that I'm of course constantly using in this game. And in the end I go to Rorik and do some trading actually with him, sell him some goods. Some items that I do not need. There are really some good items, but I do not use them. And I mean, a little by little, you can earn a lot of copper from those flowers, from materials, which is also really good. After I finish with Rorik, I do check in my alliance. The first thing that I always do is I donate copper because it gives me alliance tokens, but it helps my alliance as well. And since this season is really flowing with golden dragons, pretty often I donate my golden dragons and they give me a really good amount of alliance tokens that are really useful in alliance shop. Then I go to my members, to my lords, and check a little bit on them to see if there are unluckily some players that stopped playing the game. I had 4 recently. But luckily those players are playing and contributing weekly. As we can see, this is really good. And then I check on missions to see how we are doing, and we are doing pretty great so far. So yeah, those missions also give you alliance tokens, and with alliance tokens you will be buying really good stuff in alliance shop. I check on rankings, we are 150, I mean, it's fine, decent. And then I go to shop to see how many cards will I be able to buy this week, and I do have 9 left. And I will see if I can buy all 9 of them at once and do like one really good artifact expedition. But I also sometimes buy those equipment fragments because I do need them for some things that I'm doing like privately. But yeah, shop is really useful. Then I go to our general shop and collect this copper pouch and check on weekly offers to see. Sometimes I do buy those green runners, but like 1 out of 10 times, so I do not recommend you guys to buy them unless you need that one card to make at least 10 expeditions at once. I also check those special deals, and iron ore is really awesome deal. Then I check my currencies, mostly Sarmland currency, and see how am I actually progressing so far. And yeah, this time my plan was to buy 2 inventory expansion tools to increase my inventory, of course. So yeah, I'm pretty much close to this one. After shop, I go to my notifications and see that Raven's Rock Fortress is back. First thing that I do is basically I go to meditate a little, and then after meditating I get some additional buff to my attacking power and to my defense, and then I go straight to the Shadow Cat. Of course, always before the fight I drink this sharpness concoction, and then I go to visit my friend, this beautiful Shadow Cat. So of course we do play a little for like a minute or 2, and I always try to not get damaged by the Shadow Cat, but Sometimes I do lag and then it hits me and that's it. And after I finish the Shadowcat, I always pray to get the legendary pelt, but so far no luck. I mean, season will almost end and I started doing Shadowcat from the first day, and so far no legendary pelt. But at least I do get this good quality Shadowcat pelt scrap. I mean, I got it like 3 times. I collected 3 times those 14 scraps, so it gave me like 3 pelts in total, which is also not that bad, but I mean, it could be better, definitely. Then of course, I go to this Raven's Rock enemy hideout to also visit my friends there and to see how they are doing, to check on them. They do have some good materials along the way, I mean some good number of materials where you can collect those materials, and also some enemies there in front that you can get some XP from, which is also really good, especially if you are lower level. I do collect some more material to help my aliens, of course, and over here we do have a lot of gathering materials, which is really great and I like this. Then I enter the hideout and firstly I finish those enemies on the top so that they do not spam me or they do not bore me. I mean, in the beginning it was really awful, but yeah, now it's way much better since there are less enemies. I say hello to my friends over here and we do play a little for like 15 minutes or something, 10-15 minutes approximately, and after I do every task I come to this final boss in the end and have some fun with him, of course. And every day I do test some new builds on him, some new playstyles. Can't wait to test my next playstyle on him, thanks to Haji. He told me this one nice playstyle, I can say, and it's really awesome, so I can't wait to test it on this boss. And of course, after I finish him, I make sure not to claim this one, because I do not need this. I definitely prefer to spend my RP and looting pelts, and never forget to collect those earrings over there. I forgot it like at least 10 times so far. And then after completing the enemy hideout, I go again back to my Shadowcat friend. I will be entering the game later in the day to fight the Shadowcat again, at least 2 times, and then I simply stay there. But this session is not over. I do have some altars to play, so I go to Altar of Memories and fight the unicorn in this session to basically complete this session. I do definitely have a suggestion, but I didn't write it in the Discord server, but Altar of Memories would be way much better if the time counter basically starts once every player is in the game and completely loaded up. After finishing unicorn, we get some rewards. I mean, it's almost the end of the season and now everything what counts is basically legendary gear. So after the last fight I do go to events to see if I do have something to collect and to see how I'm actually doing on those event rankings. And then I go to Battle Pass also to claim some things that I did, some missions, and this time I've got those 2 sigil boxes. Then I go to guidebook and claim simply everything. I do check on my set research to see if I can maybe put some materials into it, some gears, but this time I decided not to spend any gear. Then I go to my inventory and check on what I everything have. I needed 3 pelt scraps, but I got them like right after this video. Basically I fought the Shadowcat once again because the clock switched, and then finally I got that 3rd one that I previously said. That's how I play the game in the end, and that's how I am waiting for the next season. So have a nice day, have fun playing, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.